What's going on, people? You already know what it is. This your boy Tunchi and this YBTV. Today, we're about to give you some straight game. You want to know how to buy a truck with no credit, low credit, bad credit, low money, no money, right? I'm going to give you the steps today. But before we do that, we got to do this. Blicked Up is our sponsor for today. Better safe than sorry, but never be sorry for being safe. Blicked Up. All right, we back. So, you want to know the tricks of the trade on how to get a truck. You want to be on your own. You want to be out there. Now, I'm going to tell you the steps to buying a truck with no credit, low credit, right? You can do that by leasing a truck. Easy, right? You go, you find a company, you do some scouting, you do some research, and you can lease a truck. Now, leasing a truck, one of the things that I tell people that I tutor is, if you want to lease a truck, you can't be the only support system at home. So if, like, I talked to a guy, he was like, yeah, I was thinking about leasing, and my wife is pregnant. I was like, ooh. He was like, and she don't work. I'm like, ooh. And he like, and I'm the only income. I'm like, ooh, ooh. I was like, so do y'all stay with y'all parents or something? He's like, no, man, we got a couple kids, and you know what I'm saying? We got our own place. We got a house. I was like, ooh. I was like, car notes? He's like, yeah. I'm like, ooh. I was like, so basically, you need to have a decent income. He like, yeah. I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't the way to go. So I would suggest that you go company, you know what I'm saying? Build up your money, fix that credit up, and, you know, go that route. It worked out. He called me back like, hey, bro, man, you know what, man? That's the way to go. That was the way to go. It's less risk. Now, if you got low credit, no credit, bad credit, that would be the way you would go if you got a lot of people depending on you and you the only income, okay? Boom, moving on. So you got the guy that, like me, my old lady is a nurse, you know what I'm saying? So she get a bag. So let's just say if I say, hey, babe, listen, buckle down, pay the bills. I'm about to go drop about $30,000. What you mean, babe? I'm about to go lease this truck. I'm about to go straight ape. Give me 3 weeks. You might have to pay all the bills for a month. Let me see what these numbers looking like. If I can make $1,500, $2 grand, $2,500, $3 grand a week, I'm going to save every dime I got. And I'm gonna fix my credit, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. Now, as far as credit goes, little credit tip on the side. You need to know where you at with your credit. Before you start diving in and trying to pay off everything in this world, you need to learn, when is it okay to file bankruptcy? Like, man, I got a bankruptcy video out there. Make sure you check it out, but I will give you a short version. If you got so much debt that you can't see yourself getting out of it, like you got a house that you got foreclosed on for $165,000, $220,000. You got a car that got repossessed. You got all these things, and you like, dude, I'm going to be swimming in debt for the next 15 years. No, don't swim in nothing. File bankruptcy. Go and pay a lawyer $800. File it. Get it off yourself. Fight it out. Get it discharged. Move on. Build your credit up. Go get you a little prepaid credit card. Build that credit up. What? I say about a year, maybe a year and a half. You'll be at a 600 something, 700 credit score. You'll be good. All right, now, back to the point. So now you want to lease a truck. You don't want to go the leasing route, so you go on the company route. If you go the company route, you save up, you pay off some debt, you do whatever you need to do to build that credit up, and you get that down payment. And now you're getting time in that field. You good to go. You do it that way, you good to go. You jump in the truck, it's a little bit smoother and a lot more safe. Now, leasing. Leasing, I would say, man, when I was leasing, I was in a different situation. I already owned my truck. My motor went out, and I needed to pay for it. I didn't have all the money I needed to figure out how I'm gonna get these other few thousand. So I went, leased the truck, made the money, bang, right? So it was a different situation. But your situation would be you leasing a truck so you can buy a truck. First and foremost, get that lease looked over. Find a way, get that lease to a lawyer. So I would say you could go to Prepaid Legal. They got this thing called Legal Shield for truck drivers. Shoot that in, or TVC. You could get a program like that, and they will look over your lease. You see what I'm saying? So you get the lease looked over, and the main thing that you're looking for is to see if they got any clauses in there to hold you to the company. You see what I'm saying? So, bam, if it ain't got no clauses in there to hold you to the company and there's a walkaway lease, and make sure the payment is affordable where you won't be slaving. Case in point, if you go to Prime. Prime has a ridiculously high payment. I've heard about their payments. I think that's one of the highest in the industry that I've heard of, when it's $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. It's like, dude, do I get some sucky with that? I'm not about to pay that. Only reason is because it's not about, like, if it was a high payment and you paying it off real quick, like CR England had day payments. I paid $47,000 for my truck when I bought it in 2010. It was a lease purchase for a year and a half, and my truck note was $650 a month. I mean, $650 a week. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I was in and out for a year and a half, paid it off. Bam. Now, if you gonna get a 3-year lease and they gonna force you to stay 3 years and you paying $1,400 a week plus the rest of your expenses, you ain't gonna have no life. Every time you at home, if you at home with COVID for 2 weeks, when you come back out, yeah, you in a hole like $4,000. Am I lying? You in a hole $4,000. So now you got to work another week. Now that's 2 weeks you had COVID. Now you'd work the other week and you'd made a $2,500 paycheck, which still owe $1,500. Now you work the other week and now you get a $600 check. That's a whole month of no income. Now your next week you got income, which means that you just worked those 2 weeks in a hole. And now you working your other 2 weeks to get some money. When you gonna go home again? You've been out there for a month and you just made 2 weeks worth of pay and a little bit of nugget of a paycheck. No, you want that wiggle room. So what I would say is work on that credit. Save. Man, I called it the potted meat diet, man. When I went and I had to make some money, I had to buckle down. I had something going on. I needed a lump sum of money. I went out there on that truck and I called my old lady. I was like, look, I'm not coming home till I get this money. We need this lump sum. I'm not stopping. So I went out. I went grocery shopping. Got cheap stuff. You know, made it last. You know what I'm saying? Got some oatmeal. Got all that types of little stuff. Got some oatmeal. Got some little cheap stuff. Some noodles. This. Even though its sodium is off the chain. So I wouldn't advise the noodles. Don't do noodles. You will have an IV. And it'll be beep, beep. Tuna hate you. I didn't tell you to get no noodles. So I would say, like, man, you know, go get you some food. Buckle down. Go hard out there. So the synopsis is this. You can go the lease route, but you just got to make sure it's a walkaway lease and save. Save. If it ain't bills, don't touch it. Put it to the side. See what you need to come up with. Fix on that credit. You could go to, I think it's Lexington Law. They help you fix your credit. You know what I'm saying? You go to Lexington Law, get into a credit program, see if you could get some stuff swept. If you can't get enough stuff off, give about 3-4 months. If it ain't working, bail out. Get up out of there. All right, cool. My credit score ain't coming up. See what you could do with Lexington Law. See if they could get some stuff off on side of paying the stuff that you can afford to pay off. If it's just too much to handle, bankruptcy. Do that. Outside of that, work on that credit. Work on them savings. You saving up with that lease. You save, let's just say you averaging about $1,800 a week with a lease. Out that $1,800, you putting up a little bit for maintenance. Your bills, $500 a week. The other little money, you saving it. Bank. Man, make the next week. Bank. Then, you know, sometimes you got that 5 weeks in a month. Try to bank the whole check. Except grocery money. Or wifey, hey, babe, you need something? No, you good? All right, cool. I'm banking this whole check. Bank, bank, bank. Next thing you know, you got 10 grand. You could go find one of them small truck sales spots. Get that oil sample. Bam. Get that oil sample. Get that inspection. Them places, they might ask you for 10% down. What? 10%? How much for that truck? 40,000? That's not a bad number. Oil sample came back cool. The inspection came back cool. So guess what? 10% of 40,000 is $4,000. Here, you take that little $4 grand. I got 10, 15 saved up. Take that money, bank, set it to the side for maintenance, just in case. If soon as you flying down the road, you chilling, your EGR valve pop and it take the turbo. That normally, like, I don't even think them two could hurt each other. But I'm just saying some stuff. So they say 7,000. You like, what did he say? 7,000? He act like I'm broke or something. Man, make it 8, man. Make it 8. Like, well, we'll make it 8,000. No. I was joking. Don't make it 8. No, that was a joke. Don't make it 8. I'll pay the 7. No problem. Fix the truck. And you go on down the road and you live. And you live. You live to fight another day. That was on Friday. But the point is that that's the game. Save money. Understand where you at. Know your risk. And from any situation, you can reach the promised land. You can reach the promised land from any situation, fam. Only thing you got to do is be strategic. This your boy Tune signing off. You just got a truck with no credit, bad credit, whatever it is. He went company. He went lease. He saved up the money. And he went and bought a truck. You already know. And last but not least, last part. Build that dang on business credit up. If you ain't do it, go and get my business course. Yes, it's a weekend for me. Scotch. Yes, I'm an old man now, so I drink scotch. Go there, get that business credit course and put it to use, for real. Put it to use, man. The business credit, man, a lot of them look at that. They want to know what is going on. You go to a bank. So I'm going to do getting financed for a truck. I'm going to do one of those. Probably not next, but I'm going to do it. You already know, this your boy Tune signing off. This video super long. If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YBE.